Hello YouTube, and welcome to another video. Just a quick one tonight, another little hobby update, I suppose, of sorts. Northstar Games are currently having a sale, and well, it's a January sale, and I went and spent a lot of my money on it. So a box arrived yesterday evening in record time. I placed my order on Friday night, and it arrived on Monday evening. I know that Nick and company are under immense pressure to get everything out because they've put loads of stuff on at great prices. Here's the first set of what I got. I went nuts. I'm not going to lie. I spent a lot of money. I spent most of my Christmas bonus money on these miniature stuff. So what I got is a set of signposts and way markers from Architects of War. The stuff is actually quite expensive normally, but the prices I paid for this, I'm quite chuffed. Can't remember exactly what it was. This blister of Great War miniatures, I think I paid about £3 for. There's some British staff officers. I wrote a blog post a couple of weeks ago about the BEF and the opening of the war, and how interesting I found it. And when I saw this blister up on the sale, I just had to get it, just as something to paint for funsies. I've also got this campsite, which is another one of the Architects of War things. It's quite generic looking. It's not specific to any campaign or anything. Sorry about the glare there. Bit of a hang on. Let me try and tilt the light away, right, so you can maybe get a better view. It's unpainted, it's resin on the inside there, you can see it lurking underneath. It's quite generic in terms of, much like these signposts here, you can use it for pretty much any period you want, so, you know, just useful to have. I love terrain, or little bits of terrain type stuff, so I also got this hasty gun emplacement. Again, I think it's designed for the sort of horse and musket period, but you can use this for anything. I mean, you can use it as like a hasty sort of gun emplacement, like a harbour area type built-up defence, even in something like a World War II or even a modern skirmish game. At 28mm resin, again, really nice. So that's some of the stuff from Architects of War and some great war miniatures. And then I got some, as I said, I really like terrain. So here's some more terrain. Tabletop Workshop Medieval Chapel. What I'll do is, as I go through the stuff and actually paint it and whatnot, I'll probably put reviews up. All I can say is I'm really chuffed. I can't remember what I paid, not much for this. It's plastic, proper hard plastic. It looks good, it's easy to assemble. I've already had a look inside, and I can't wait to use it. It's great. Terrain is super important in wargaming, I think, because it really does bring the story to life, the narrative element of it. Otherwise you're just playing on a piece of grass and it's, you know, on a flat table, and it's boring. I also got a medieval cottage. There you go, with a thatch roof. I've already got a couple of buildings. These will just add to it, and a barn as well. Now you'll see when I do the more in-depth videos just how detailed these things really are. They're not like super complex miniatures, but they are nice. They've got nice little details on, like for instance there's a horseshoe on the outside there. Now that's actually moulded on. The roofs come off and the internals are quite well detailed. Okay, and then another one from Architects of War is a limited edition Dutch farmhouse, which is here, made out of resin, and I got this for I think about 12 quid or something. It needs washing obviously because it's resin. It looks a bit dirty at the moment, but fantastic looking piece of resin. Cannot wait to get started on this. Again, it's pretty useful in any there's some metal bits that come as well, like shutters and that sort of thing. It's pretty useful in any sort of environment, you know, Eastern Front type stuff, Northwestern Europe. Really great. So absolute bargain there. I think it's a limited edition, and when they're gone kind of thing. And then finally I got a set of hedgerow set, also Architects of War, and this was a steal. I'm not sure how much I paid for it, but it was super cheap for a hedgerow set. So I haven't opened this one completely yet. I know that there's a bit of assembly required. Again, once I do, it'll all be on the internet and everyone will know what's going on. All I can say is, please, if you haven't had a look at Nick's at Northstar Games sale, do go and have a look. Things keep popping up there all the time. Today there's some Crusader miniatures on there, if that's your thing. A bunch of the of his sort of warfare miniatures type stuff is on sale at the moment. So that's the sort of War of the Grand Alliance period. Blisters are going for about £3 a pop. for metal miniatures. You just can't go wrong. A lot of terrain is on sale as well, so do go and check him out. As I said, service is absolutely brilliant. I placed my order on Friday night. On Saturday I was a bit worried that the order hadn't gone through because I didn't get a confirmation email or anything. Nick emailed me, but I emailed Nick and said, listen, have you at least received my order? Not that I'm in a rush to get it, but have you got my order? Pinged me back an email a few minutes later saying, yep, got your order, just processing it, should be with you on Monday. And true to his word, there it was on the Monday. Just a quick note as well to all of those who don't necessarily follow him. The Diomede F16, I think, is one of our fellow YouTubers, part of the community, increasingly an important part of the community. He's got a blog up and running, and if you haven't read it, in his words, shame on you. He's got a really cool thing on there. It's an English Civil War campaign diary, very much in the style of Donald Featherston, that sort of 70s era, 60s era wargaming. So please do pay his website a visit and subscribe to his channel if you haven't. He's got a really good blog post about some of the terrain that he uses and some of the ways he uses it, such as using grave felt as a road and just carefully placing a forest next to it, and then it makes it look like a path through a forest, or the way that he's built the base for his forests, where they can interlock or they can extend into forming like a long tree line, that sort of thing. Really great stuff. So please go and check out his blog. You will be inspired, I promise you. And other than that, all I can say is have a good night, guys. There's more stuff to come soon. I also splurged out some money at Black Tree Designs. They're currently having a 50% sale on their infantry, and a bunch of loads of money off other stuff. But I got some infantry. I got a platoon's worth of German Gebirgsjäger for the World War II period. So that'll soon be coming. And when it does, I'll obviously be doing a sort of talkthrough on what on what I got and what the quality's like. But again, their website, go and check it out. You'll be pleasantly surprised. And oh, what's that? Some Gauls. Where do they come from? Well, there you have it. So have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep posting those videos. Oh, and a huge shout out to Robert Chisholm for putting up his video about his first miniatures that he painted, the Orcs, Space Orcs. Great stuff, chap. Really impressed. Thanks for posting that video. I really appreciate it, and it'd be great to see more people put stuff up about their first painted miniatures. So have a good night and take care. All the best. Bye.